It's Therapeutic Drive-Thru. Let's talk about your happy hormones. Why would we want to talk about that? Because a lot of people come into counseling offices and they're like, I just want to be happy. Okay, well, let's boost some of those happy hormones. I'm going to give you ways to hack some of your happy hormones to get a little more of them. And one thing you can do that hits all of them, like it's like a super mega dose of happy hormones. Okay. So let's start with the first one. That's dopamine. Yo, dopamine is dope, right? Dopamine is essentially like your brain giving you a high five. It goes, ooh, I like that. High five, do it again. Good job, right? And think about that. When do we typically hear, good job? When we achieve a goal, right? People are like, oh, you lost 10 pounds. Good job. High five. That's exactly what happens with dopamine. It's our body's way to say, do that again. I like it. I like it. People with ADHD typically have low dopamine, so they take Ritalin to get more dopamine. Dopamine's essential because it helps us find things interesting, keeps us engaged, keeps us on track, right? Helps us achieve those goals. That's why we need dopamine. So a good way to hack that is, go find a recipe, make something new, set a goal, no matter how big or how small, work towards that goal and achieve that goal. You can't just set the goal. You do have to achieve it to get that rush of dopamine. Okay, number 2 is serotonin. Serotonin is like a solar panel. When we're struggling on day 967 of January, and people are like, winter depresses me. That's seasonal affective disorder because you don't have enough serotonin. You need more sunshine. Serotonin helps level out your moods. Some of you need more serotonin. It shows. It also helps with your sleep cycle, your sleep-wake cycle. So that's very important there. You want to hack for serotonin, just go outside in the sunshine. Even better, go outside in the sunshine and walk through nature to get that little serotonin boost. Okay, our third happy hormone is oxytocin. Oxytocin is great because it connects us with people, right? It drives connection, which we are animals that need connection. We're pack animals. We like that. So that's what oxytocin does. The downfall is if you've ever been in one of those relationships where somebody's like, you can't see all the red flags. There's so many red flags with that guy. Well, chances are you're sleeping with him, which produces oxytocin, which makes you bond to him. Sums that up, right? So oxytocin is basically makes us connected, but a great hack for that, hold hands with somebody. Have deep, meaningful conversations with someone. A lot of people, when you're leaving a counselor's office, if you've been to see your counselor, there's a pretty good chance you get a little hit of oxytocin. Not because you're sleeping with your counselor, because we shouldn't do that. But you're having a deep, meaningful conversation with somebody, and someone who's paying attention to the words that you say and everything, they say, oh yeah, I remember when you were a kid and you said that, right? And blah, 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 blah. They remember things that you like and they bring those up and they're very reassuring. So that's giving you that little dose of oxytocin. And our fourth happy hormone would be endorphins. Endorphins are essentially a pain reliever. When our brain releases endorphins, or when our body does that, a pain reliever. When people self-harm, the release they're getting that numbs that pain and lifts their mood is endorphins. That's what that does. Okay, so most people, all they know about endorphins come from Elle Woods. Exercise gives you endorphins. Endorphins make you happy. Happy people just don't shoot their husbands. There's a lot of truth to that. So get out and get some endorphins. How do you get endorphins? You exercise. Okay, which brings us, what is the one thing you can do that hacks all 4 happy hormones to give you that extra boost. Sign up to walk or run a 5K. I know, you already given me excuses why you can't do that. Let me tell you why you should do that. So, A, you sign up for something, you set a goal to walk or run, whatever that is, a 5K. Boop, get a little burst of dopamine. You get out in nature, in the sunshine, to practice, right? To log some miles so you will be ready for race day. Ding, serotonin. So then on race day, you're out there, you're high-fiving people, you're in a pack, you're in this team, everybody's together. Ding, ding, ding. A little boost of oxytocin, and exercising, that's right, gives you endorphins. Endorphins make you happy. Happy people just don't shoot their husbands. So sign up for a 5K, sign up to run, walk it, whatever that is. But that's a good way to release all four of your happy hormones. That's why runners are happy. The runner's high, right? That's what that's about. It's about those happy hormones. So there you go. Your happy hormones, how to hack them. That's the Therapeutic Drive-Thru.